So I just reviewed The Haunting of La Llorona, after reviewing 2020's La Llorona, after reviewing The Curse of La Llorona. But this movie is the only one that made me wish I was in that river. "2019's The La Llorona Curse" doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but it probably does have rollback pricing at your local Walmart bin. Are those even still a thing? I feel like that joke's outdated. I had done a little speed run review of the last movie because it was just so nothing. That's gonna look like a light jog after this video. The movie begins with an interview between a detective and interview man, who are definitely not in the same room. Maybe it was a Zoom call where the detective censored himself. They are there to discuss the detective's missing daughter so they can spread awareness. This is the best part of the movie, because it gave me the most material.
You initiated this interview, and the reason being, I can say,
Go ahead, just no names, please.
So then what the hell's the point of even being hidden? Aren't you usually hidden when you're dropping like some top secret deets? But you sound useless. And like you're chewing a hat.
and the reason being, I can say,
Why would you even hesitate to mention his daughter's missing when that's the point of this interview? What would you even say if that's not mentioned? Detective, we heard that your Invisalign is actually 3 mothballs. Can you comment? Detective, Ralph from the Cul-de-sac Times said, "Son of a shepherd, he talks like the Ed Boys."
What you see on these tapes is a first-hand account. I know what I've done is against procedure, but I'm now retired, and I really don't care what happens to me.
What? You're retired? What you gonna show me next, Otama? Your AARP card?
I'm now retired, and I really don't care what happens to me.
I really don't care what... Oh, hold on. I really don't care what happens to me. Oh, that didn't work. I really don't care what happens to me. Also, hide my identity at all costs. I don't know, Detective Harris. I feel like your old buddies on the force are gonna catch on. I mean, the shape of your head, the fact that you mentioned that it was your daughter missing, the fact that you sound like you're hiding pickles under your mouth.
and this is still an open investigation, so some of the evidence can't be made public.
Open investigation, but don't worry. The retired fat tongue can hand over evidence to a film studio. Open investigation! This is like Chris trying to say he owned TCAP. Has he been eating this whole time? Why is this there? Did you give the text a reflection and forget? I'm assuming this was in a different aspect ratio. Following? How do you mess that up? That's like typing in nordvpn.com/mistogg instead of mistugg. Easy fix. Yes, this video is sponsored, you dingus. NordVPN. Listen, I'm sure you've probably seen plenty of VPN ads. I don't want to waste your time. I'm huge on VPNs. In fact, recently I decided to rewatch The Fresh Prince because of the announcement of the reboot. And I can't do that without accessing Netflix UK. NordVPN. Hacking the mainframe. I'm in the UK now. Tuesday, isn't it? Hey, you know that app that still might be banned? Where they're like, and see me do my dance. NordVPN. Thousands of servers to choose from. Link up to 6 simultaneous connections. I got my PC running it. I got my MacBook running it. I got my phone running it. Not sold. 30-day money back guarantee on the house. Just go to nordvpn.com/MistaGG and use code MistaGG to get 68% off a 2-year plan plus 1 additional month free. And thank you, Nord, for sponsoring this video and allowing me to continue to pay my bills. Now we get an unaired episode of Paranormal Legends. Solid cast for this role. I honestly believe it. You look like an idiot. I buy it. Why does your night vision camera look better than your regular camera? Anyway, we hear some stock thunder and the infamous haunted door is open and then closes. I hate the way this movie's put together. This is a show, I guess. This guy sure as hell doesn't sell it.
Me being the natural skeptic that I am, gonna debunk these myths as we explore the legend of La Llorona. And cut.
You're a host? Sure. I'm Booker T. Can't tell? Can you dig it? He's apparently by the river where the Llorona accident occurred and jump scare. Hell yeah. Honestly, 2 Llorona movies with no real jump scares was way too lucky of a streak, so it's about time.
Oh, look, it's local. Come on.
She's not a moose, James. But seriously, what the fuck are you doing here? He said he leased a house that was within feet of him, so you're on his property, right? Why are we doing this? This movie, these ugly ass filters, this guy who's about as pleasant a host as the lady with the apocalyptic Tron feeds. This is like the worst game of Clue. James has like 5-second pauses in between his sentences, like he forgot his lines. And fun fact, that hat takes off 19 years.
And to this day, there have been many sightings of La Llorona, or Maria. Even missing people. Many strange things.
I don't understand bizarre decisions like showing James take this entire phone call and only when he says goodbye, showing the other man awkwardly say bye as well.
Yeah, of course. No worries. All right, man. See you in a few.
Awesome. Yeah, totally, dude.
The other man being Brian, by the way, who is a worse actor and character than James. Impressive. The audio switches from mic audio to cam audio to really dick audio much too often for this film to be cute in any kind of way. Let's just hope that the first appearance of La Llorona is the sharp U-turn that we need.
It signifies, well, as you know, the skull, the Day of the Dead.
Zoom in on that a little bit. Check that out. That's awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. The minute I saw it, I bought it.
Yeah, it's sick. Whoa, dude. I actually went out and got one of my own. Check it out. Huh? Zoom in on that. It's fucking sick.
The Blair Witch Project. Really?
I'm thinking, yeah.
Well, they all end up dead.
What are you doing? Sorry for the spoiler on that one.
Why did that scare me? Did that freak anybody else out? Oh, what kind of laptop is that? I can't tell. I know it's a lot of work to care about the little things, like you being sued, but maybe when you're using this shot, you can have them turn the brightness down so that the backlight goes off as well. Might save you a few bucks. By the way, notice how I'm not really describing the plot and its progression. There's a reason for that. The movie's dick. I don't need to bridge you anywhere. The movie doesn't even bridge you anywhere. I'm doing more work than they did. So the first appearance of La Llorona is that. And I don't hate it for being that. I hate it for being a part of the worst sequence in the movie thus far. Just watch.
Okay, calm down.
What's up with all the cameras, man? Reality show?
Yeah. Something like that. Okay. I thought the guy over there.
All right, now spread your asshole. The fuck is with this guy? James pulls out a Ouija board, and I'm not looking forward to any scary moments in the movie anymore because the scary sound cues make the dialogue audio a bottom. You not only have to watch this movie with subtitles, but you also have to be ready to adjust your audio at any given moment because it is not balanced in the slightest. Other drowned words will be followed with a tent crinkle that'll jump scare you. And that's not the purpose of those sounds. They just didn't do anything to fucking adjust them at all. Because the actual jump scares and little static interferences are just obnoxious. It's like watching the really bad YouTube videos where they constantly deep fry and max out their audio like every other punchline. I'm 26 minutes into this film, so there are levels of bad movies, right? The Llorona movie I just reviewed is very bad all around, but it's kind of cute. The Curse of La Llorona is bad, and it breaks my heart that they walked away with any form of profit. This movie is damn near unwatchable. There's no charm, there's no flow, the structure is gross, the acting's easy to hate. I can't listen to this movie with headphones. It just comes off like a pathetic attempt at a cash grab. And that's because it is. So this apparent 2019 release was actually released 6 years prior as Her Cry, La Llorona Investigation. Explains why it looks like absolute shit. And I don't know the exact scumbags to point the finger at here, but it was repackaged and given a DVD release in 2019, April 8th specifically, which was like 11 days before the release of The Curse of La Llorona. Mooching off the money from big releases. Smart, but gross. You suck. This woman is the best actor in the movie. Not saying a lot, but she is. Well, more like was. Dead! Watch this scene.
Man, this is gonna be awesome, man. I can't wait, man. But yeah, like I was saying, I was thinking about calling Andrea because I think she'll be more than happy to join us, Look at that.
I genuinely do not understand what happened. Like, were you just in a room with a laptop and like you didn't edit and then pass it to the next side, they didn't edit, you pass it to the next side, they didn't edit? Like, was the mic audio jacked up so you're trying to hide it? Even though I don't believe that excuse because you left in plenty jacked up audio anyways? Is it stylistic? Am I the idiot? Listen, I'm glad you care now, but bruh. So these two are at the cabin and apparently Tina is still there. She's just in a room, possessed, and no one's allowed to go in there, but Brian's really itching to take a peek.
Dominic, what are you doing? Can I go in there right now? What do you mean? What the hell, man?
What the fuck? Why? The audio is so fucking incompetent. Ah! Yeah, I'm not doing this. They're gonna blow my speakers. No meme. I don't even understand how this is allowed to be streamed. When I put this movie on, there wasn't some disclaimer like, hey, yeah, this movie might finger blast your subwoofer, so be careful. I'm gonna skip through the rest of the movie. I'm not watching this. Okay, so looks like this woman has joined them. Don't know who she is. Brian has apparently gotten over the fact that James pulled a gun on him while he was slamming down rum. He seems sane. They seem to be checking out the room. This girl gets temporarily possessed like Llorona's a fucking tow truck. Loud sounds, doll in graveyard, woman yelling things that aren't "Ay, mis hijos." Priest shows up. Must be casual Friday. He does the exorcism thing with Tina and sustains a wound. But then he rolls his chick and starts reading the fuck out of her. They kind of just throw out the priest to bleed out. Yeah, fuck off, father. They do a seance and this girl triggers really bad dramatic music. I guess this guy got popped at 1.2. I hope he's okay. I think they're gonna patch him up right now. Wait, that's not a bandage, James! Llorona cleans house and still feels the need to wrap up the priest story with, you guessed it, audible dick down. Who even is this? Nosferatu? Hey, actually, let's introduce another couple. This movie isn't bloated enough. Is that Boxy? There's more after the credits. I only know that because I kept spamming the 10-second skip out of frustration. It's a wink and a gun in a sequel, which they thankfully never got.
Sorry for the spoiler on that one.
If you enjoyed this movie review, please leave a like, and here is your second reminder to please leave a like. Subscribe because I have more content coming your way, and as always, shout out to my patrons being oh so generous. Also, shout out to Quirky Cake for retweeting my last video tweet. Mr. GG Shaker is still full in effect, gamersubs.gg. Also, I have a new channel called Mr. GG Live that has edits and VODs of all my Twitch content. There's all types of cute gameplay, me reacting to the Predator Chronicles, and much more to come. If we can get 10K subs on there, well, I'll do something special for you guys, huh? But you gotta be on that channel to see what it is. And as always, I am Mr. GG, and I am out.